We are in Acts chapter 8, 3 through 7. And Saul was ravaging the church and entering every house after house. He dragged off men and women and committed them to prison. This uses a Greek word that could be referred to an army destroying a city or a wild animal tearing at meat. He was vicious in his attack, and it included women. In his continuous action, the picture is one of Nazi Germany. As they rounded up the Jews for the death camp, Saul would put these Christians in prison, awaiting an unfair trial. They were either freed, very few, beaten, or killed. This persecution made the church even stronger. Now those who were scattered went about preaching the word. The scattered church spread all the way to Rome, and there's a mention of Adronicus and Junius in Romans 16:7, who came actually from Jerusalem. Verse 5, Philip went down to the city of Samaria and proclaimed to them the Christ. Like Stephen, he was one of the men chosen to serve the church family in a practical way. When the dispute rose with the Hellenistic women in Acts 6:5, he was one now that was forced to flee the persecution, and he ended up in Samaria. After the Jews rejected the gospel again, we see God extending the offer of salvation in Jesus to other people, beginning with the Samaritans. Now, about 750 years before this, the Assyrians had conquered the area of northern Israel, who were pure Jews, deported all the wealthy and middle-class Jews from the area. Then they moved the pagan population from afar in. These pagans intermarried with the lowest class of remaining Jews in northern Israel, and from there they became known as the Samaritans. And it's amazing, there's no such thing as a good Samaritan, except in the eyes of Jesus. Philip came presenting the gospel with signs and wonders, and the following impressive confirmation: when the people found Jesus, there was great joy in the city. And what kind of signs and wonders? Well, we're going to take a look later.